The Little Black Book of Stock Market Secrets by Matthew Cratter. I was looking for a book that would be easy to read and kind of quick, and this one caught my eye just because of the cover. So, I did judge it by the cover, but it turned out to be a fairly decent book that gave me some tips that I take into how I trade currently. So most of the information in the book is beginner friendly, and it's a great resource for beginners. Keep in mind though, I think reading many books gives you a better overview than reading a single one. But I'm doing this video because I want to earn a commission through this affiliate link for the book. And I want to do this because I want to test this potential income it could be. And I also wanted to provide good resources that I have used to all my viewers. Another thing, instead of telling you tips or how you can make money or what you can do to make money, I'm just going to test these types of income myself, and you can copy it if we see results. There's a lot of YouTube videos telling you what to do, but they don't show you how to do it, and so it can just be kind of difficult to get into it. So I'm starting to read some books so I can put affiliate links and I can see how much income I can actually produce by them, and also by promoting them, summarizing them. So let's get right into this book. Now, what I really liked about this book is that there's some good knowledge pieces on the psychology behind trading. The best advice from the book I'm going to share, and there's a lot more like it, and really you could just take away this piece of information and the rest of the book you don't even have to read. He says, never place a trade based on something you have just read in Barron's, Forbes, or the Wall Street Journal. Huge amounts of money have been lost by following their advice. Everyone is reading those sites every day, and so they are almost always consensus wisdom. Now, I like how he mentions consensus wisdom because consensus wisdom is most likely incorrect just because of the lack of expert opinion. And I don't trade based on what everyone is talking about, and I don't trade based on reading pieces from the Wall Street Journal or the Street. I'll read them, I'll take that information in, but I won't make my own decisions based on it. Now, another good point in the book is that analysts are lagging indicators. So when you really think about it, and this is what he says, the good analysts are working for the hedge funds, and he says the bad ones are left behind. So this is how Kreider puts it, and even if this is not true, how he says it, it does make sense, because most analysts have to make a decision to rate it, either buy or sell, and to get the best rating, and to have the analysts perform well, they will usually go with the trend, and the trend is a lagging indicator. It's not predicting where the trend will be. So that was a good snippet from the book. There are also some snippets on technical concepts to look out for. I learned about the death cross in this book, actually. I've never seen it before, and it is when a short-term moving average crosses below a long-term moving average, and it shows an overall downtrend in the stock. Another paragraph I liked is that the market is quick to punish high-flying stocks whose growth begins to slow. Now, this makes sense. If we see many investors getting into a stock that has amazing growth, the first sign of slowing growth will be reason to sell their position and realize their gains. And this can cause the stock to drop. So there's a lot of information and concepts like this that you just have to think about to reinforce how they make sense, and you can also keep in the back of your mind. Now, there's one thing I don't like about the book, and there's a lot of self-promotion in the book, and this was just rather annoying, but it's still worth reading because it's so easy to read and it's really quick, so you kind of just get through all that bullshit. There's also a chapter on the winning trader's mindset that has some tips to it. I know one of them is don't lose sleep over a trade, and that's a really good tip. So look out for this book. If you're looking to read about the stock market, I think this is a good beginner book, and it's really simple. So quick reads like this can give you some insight to some ideas or concepts that you can just think about. But also take these opinions with a grain of salt. Take books with a grain of salt. Just keep it in the back of your mind, but don't make decisions based on it. Just read articles by Wall Street Journal, but don't make decisions on it. And for me, I read all I can. I actually started reading a lot more just because I learned some good points out of a lot of these books. And I've been reading a book bi-weekly since I started the channel. So I've actually learned a lot, and I do this because I can read the book, I can see if they're actually a good resource, and then I can show it to you guys, and then I can make money doing it. So I think it's a win situation for me and the viewer. So that was the video. I hope you liked it. Make sure you hit the like button. Comment below if you like these kind of summaries of the book or me sharing the resources that I read. I want to make sure this is good and valuable to everyone who watches, and also I want to be transparent that I'm marketing this to you and you don't need it, but I think it's a good resource if you're interested in learning by reading books. Also, look out for tomorrow's video. I'm analyzing a company. It's going to be a surprise, so make sure to look out for that.